How's it going, beautiful brothers and sisters of existence? Here we are again. Another blessed day in our magical realm of existence. When I say that, I feel like hopefully you can align with that and understand me. And if not, just know you're using your magic you're using your powerful mind to disagree with me. So like when I say it's blessed and I say it's magical, if you say that I'm wrong, I'm not wrong. I hope that you would realize that it's just a perception based in your mind and in your reality that you created and that you're experiencing. You say it's some type of different, which is fine. I'm not saying that you have to say that it's blessed or magical. These are just words that I'm using, but I mean them. This is how our language is all mysticism. We use language to then describe our reality, and if you listen to anybody else in this world that is going to tell you anything negative about the reality, and you hear it enough times, you will then align with that, and that will become what you see too. It's truly detrimental to be around negative people. It is truly detrimental to be negative to your own mind 24/7. It is truly detrimental to not constantly enlighten and uplift your own being. Uplift you, enlighten you. Constantly. It's a constant, because you're every moment is a moment, right? You're going. Think about how many moments that is. You want to equate it to seconds, milliseconds. You experience a lot of them in one day. That whole day, you're gonna run into issues with people, with things that you're doing, thoughts, and you're gonna have to, in every single moment. That's why like the mental anguish of this place is realistically, it's just choosing and aligning and having a thought here, having a thought there, and you're like having emotional, the way that your emotions are going to be aligning with these thoughts. You have to control that. You have to. Like to me, I've said a lot of different things, and everything that I say is my own perception. This is my perception, my magic, okay? You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to agree with me. I understand, and that's okay, and everybody's got their own way of looking at life, but you have to understand that that's your way, and you cannot dictate what my way is, just as I cannot dictate what your way is. I can only just try to tell it to you from what I think and how I see the world, which is, you should know by now. I see us, no matter who's on the other side of this screen, no matter what you look like, no matter what race you are, no matter what you think is wrong with you, I don't give a fuck. I think that you're a magical being and that you're very powerful to even have existence. You have a mind that does so many magnificent things, if only you would just wake yourself up to it. Not saying that you're not on the other side of the screen. I'm just saying, for the ones that don't, because there's a lot of us out here that just go by in life hating everything, disliking things, getting caught up in all of the bad stuff that it has, because there's a lot of oppositional stuff going on out here, which is designed specifically to keep us from just uniting our magic, uniting this powerful thing that we all are together. That's all I'm gonna say. No one has to agree with me, you really don't. But I want you to realize that that's what I mean when I say that you're magical, is the fact that if you were to disagree with me in anything that I say, from a blessing, from power, from anything that is like uplifting and positive towards you, that's not that I'm wrong. It's just that you won't accept it. You won't accept what I'm saying, and that's not a problem. To you, I am wrong. So in your reality, I am not. I'm just speaking. I'm just saying things. But to me, in every full force emotion, I mean every bit of what I'm saying to you. Every little bit of it. I don't know how else to look at this place anymore. Every little thing that I do is insane. Like, how am I doing anything? Is really how I look at it. It blows my mind that like my mind is controlling a vessel. See how I'm moving my hands and shit? That blows my mind too. Like, it's instantaneously. I just move my vessel around. That's value. That is true value. You would never, anybody that has any gifts, which we all have all these immense, powerful gifts, from vision to speaking to smelling to hearing, are things that we've been told. And when you really, really take the value for what those are, you really sit back and say, damn, what was I tripping for so hard? I have so many gifts. Like, it's incredible. And, you know, I try to explain it. And when I say these things to people, you know, people are going to think that I'm just stating obvious things. It's like, yeah, it's pretty obvious to me, and it's pretty obvious to everybody, but do you really value it the way that I think that it should be valued? It depends on who you are. I don't know who's even watching the video, but I would hope that you could understand that, like, because in my day-to-day life, when I tell people that I love and care about, like, things like this, which I don't go in depth like this, because they're not, it's like, I don't feel it, alright? Like I'm saying what I'm saying, and they say that they get me, but then I just know that they don't, because I can read people, I can feel the vibe, I'm like intuitive about it. I could be wrong, right? But it trips me up that I get to do anything, you know? That I get to experience for one, and I get to experience it amongst another one, which would be you or anybody else ever. Like, that we get to be around each other and experience. And it can be detrimental depending on who you are around. You know, they say that, you know, you're going to be you're the sum of, like, the 5 closest people to you, and, like, in some way, I guess, but realistically, it's more of, like, your aura, your vibe that you're going to absorb from these people around you. If they're constantly complaining, constantly negative, in bad moods, depressed, you know, these words that we dictate to create, like, a person that basically, in my opinion, is stuck in a negative thought loop, or a negative thought pattern, or a negative emotional pattern, which I've been in, which we all get into, and that's totally normal. I'm just saying these things are real, and when you realize that energy is so real, and that you're around somebody and you're picking up on their energy, you'll realize how valuable you are, and how valuable your energy is, and how valuable everything is that you are doing. You're magic. You're literally a mystical fucking being. I mean this so deeply on my perception. Like, from me to you, you don't have to agree. I don't really give a fuck. You know, if you like being negative, then by all means, I'm sure that's a great time. I bet you love it. When I'm sitting around here, right, and I go around in my day-to-day life, I'm not always the most jolly guy. But for the most part, I'm hitting people with, you know, what I would want people to hit me with, which is just like the kindness, the love, the smiles, the grace, good news, positive, enlightening, all this constantly. I'm trying to do this all the time to everybody I talk to, bro. Because why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? You know, it's exactly what I would want someone to do for me. Because I know how powerful that they are, and I know how powerful I am, and the energy of, like, you know, the negative and some of the things that we do, that when someone's upset, and it's like, I get it, like, but that's why when you get enough people around each other, uplifting everybody, you realize the power in that, and that we can change and dictate other people's auras, other people's energies, emotions, just by simply being the energy that is positive, the energy that is, you know, just very enlightening to be around, which you have it, you are it. Whoever's watching this video, you are that. You might not, if you're upset and in a sad moment in time right now, just know it's a moment in time. And we all go through these things, but you're gonna get back, especially if you work towards it and want this for yourself, because you should want this for you. You're magical. Create the magic. Use the positivity. Enlighten what you are. Trust me. You will see it over time. Even if you gotta, you know, I don't want to say fake, because you can't really fake this stuff. It has to be an emotion. It has to be like, I guess you could kind of start off when you just like you want it, so you're kind of forcing it. But over time, you'll realize, especially if you're working on yourself, trying your best to do things to make your body feel more aligned and like loving yourself more and caring about yourself more, and you'll realize that nothing else outside you is going to be able to fuck with you no more when you get to a certain point, okay? And you'll eventually take this whole thing on full force moving forward. People, not everybody is nice. And, I don't know why. I don't know the fuck wrong with them, but they're not. Not everybody's like, wants to be cool with everybody. It's like super insecure if you ask me. Like, when you're like a racist or like a pro, you're like super pro whatever color you are or your nationality. It's like you're like kind of insecure in my opinion, like on some weird shit. Like, are you good? Right, basically is what I'm saying, but neither here nor there. See, now I'm kind of hating a little bit. Sorry, I just really don't like racist people at all. I think that's like the most insecure thing ever. Neither here nor there. Or just really judging people, like someone that might look at me and say, "Well, why are you wearing sunglasses in the building?" "Cause I fucking want to, buddy. Miss me with that shit." What I say to people is, I wear sunglasses inside the building because y'all shining too damn bright. So I gotta keep the shades on because y'all shining. See that? I just combat it because it's like, you're not fucking with me, sonny. You're not fucking with me, my boys. You understand? It's just not happening. Why do you have tattoos on your neck? Why do you because I fucking want them. That's why, buddy. That's why. You see? It's how you just combat this shit. It's so free. This is how you do this. This is the magic that we all have. I don't need to give a fuck about another being and what they say about me, to me. It's a negative, because I'm not doing that to them more than likely. I mean, it's very far few and in between that I'm going to go up to somebody and hit them with a little hitter that's going to make their mind go into a negative thought pattern. I don't do that. I uplift people. Like, bro, we're here to uplift and change the world. All of us. You understand? And you're like on this team of the kingdom if you want to be. If you want to be the type that's like, "Oh, I can't believe this person does this," and "Oh, I can't believe they just do that," and you're so upset with somebody else, it's because you're not even like realizing that you're a thing and that you need to be focusing on you. Fuck I look like focusing on somebody else. Fuck I look like. I focus on somebody else to uplift them and love them. That's it. There's not beyond that. What do I look like, bro? What do I look like? It's none of my business. When I see somebody down in the ruts, I gotta go hit them with a little hitter. And if they don't want it, I'll back up, give them the energy, and it is what it is. But my whole point is we gotta use this magic and this mysticism of what we are to use it to enlighten our brothers and sisters around us, of every race, every creed, every religion, even if they think that, like people are gonna look, like I've had people say so many things to me, bro, in life, and I'm just like, are you good? It's like, what's the problem? I'm like uplifting somebody, and then like they just don't want it, or they're just like, oh, they're just like refusing it. It's like, bro, like, and I'm sorry, and I back on up. So I'm like, all right, like too much positivity for this person. They can't handle too much power given to them. Like too many good words, too much encouragement. It's just not for everybody. But that's why you got to keep doing it with the seeds, because over time, it's undeniable. You're not going to be able to sit here and denounce necessarily what I'm saying. You can oppose me, but I know what I'm talking about, right? Like I really do. I promise you I do. If you think negatively, you're going to have a negative experience. And we all do these things, but the more you realize this, when you're cognizant, when you're aware of these thoughts that you're making, you're gonna be able to change them, because you're a powerful fucking being of existence with an insanely intelligent mind. When you realize this, you change the thoughts, because you can and you will. Just that simple. Just takes time. Like, it's truly magnificent that we are doing this, man. Use the magic. Here's another, alchemy. To me, in my perception, alchemy is, they say it's turning base metals, precious metals into like a gold, or that's what alchemy, in older times has kind of been like the alchemist in the book The Alchemist. The alchemist is able to do things that is magical, but the thing is we are all alchemists. We are all everything, man. If you just realized it, in my opinion. To me, alchemy is any word given to me, any word that is in the language that I know. There's definitions to the word. You give me any word, I can make that word whatever the fuck I want to. Like how I'm cussing, there's gonna be little pussies on here. They're like, ooh, he's cussing. Ooh, you're soft. You're soft, okay? For one. But I can take these words and my emotional compass toward the word when I say them, I don't have to mean them in a negative. You know, it's like slang, using slang. Using slang to me is alchemy. People that use slang and they change words that are like, that mean one thing and then turn it over here into a positive, that's alchemy, bro. That's using magic to change a word in the way that it's being perceived by some things get changed so deeply that the whole like as a collective change with it. It's truly insane when you think about it. That's how powerful alchemy, words, slang, everything is. All of it. You gotta alchemize the feelings, you gotta alchemize the emotion towards any word. You're the being that dictates a word. You're the being that even perceives existence. You perceive words. You perceive symbols. You perceive numbers. As I've said, fuck do I look like being afraid of anything? Any symbol? Any numbers? Oh, the devil's number is 666. What the fuck do I look like? Giving a fuck. Nah, that's God's number, as I've said. Why would I sit there and say that this is the oogly, the boogeyman, the chickle mickly? Like, nah, buddy. No, miss me with that shit. Buddy got kicked out. See, if all these stories are real, Buddy got kicked out of heaven because he was soft. He didn't even enjoy his own existence. Sorry, dude. Like, I don't... Whatever the negative is that doesn't like existence, you're not fucking with me. You're just simply not going to. You don't even like existence. I'm telling you that your existence is magnificent, powerful, beautiful. You don't like that because you're soft. I don't give a fuck, dude. The negative demon side, like all the weird shit in this world, you're a pussy. Hear me, please. You're a pussy. You're too soft. Life is hard. But when you realize that you could not exist, but you somehow do exist, you realize how powerful you are. You literally walk and navigate an experience. You speak words out of your mouth. What the fuck is a word? That is insane that you do that. You're so intelligent that you have, it's a supercomputer drilling off fucking information. You're like, dude, instead of looking at it as a negative, look at it as power, because it is. No matter if it's a simulation, matrix, reality, under the fuck, on the globe, flat earth, all these things, who gives a fuck? You're powerful and magical. It's all mental, baby. It's all mental. Trust me. No matter what nobody says. There's so many different things that's gonna drag a motherfucker down, okay, in this world. I'm telling you, when you really are a conspiracy theorist, you see all these things that people say about our existence that are negative. And I'm like, okay, I see, I know, and they have their place in the world where they're trying to expose things, and then we all got our place in the big grand tapestry of it. My thing here is, my place to me is, I want to tell you how much power you have. I want to tell you how much I love you, that I'm here for you, and I can see you. Can you see me? Do you love me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we're here together as brothers and sisters. But if you don't think so, then don't think so. I don't really give a fuck. You don't gotta fuck with me, and that's totally chill. Totally chill too, buddy. I'm gonna love you anyways. Still, it's all love still, bro. Seriously. The magic is undeniable. That's all I can say, man. And, you know, we got to use all the magic that we are to first, step one, the very first thing you have to do is enlighten yourself to yourself. Realize that everything is so incredible and so chaotic, and your mind is perceiving literally every bit of it. And you can control that mind. So you got the whole world trying to control your mind. You can't let them. Don't let philosophers, don't let religions, don't let nobody else control your mind but you. If you follow these things, I understand. If you align and agree with a lot of things that they say, I understand. I'm just saying, when it starts to get into any type of field of negative or any type of field of scary for your own vessel, no, we're not doing that. Don't do that, Okay? I'm not doing that. Trust me. I mean, if it ever comes in and I might have a little momentary time of fear or a momentary time of sadness, it's going to happen. But the more that I've gotten into this over the years, I don't care. The more people are going to judge me. People are going to hate on me. People are going to talk ill will of me. It's like, dude, it's okay, because I know that I'm not doing that to them. Omnipresence sees all. I've said it before. I mean this. I mean this. No matter if you don't even understand what I'm saying. There is an underlining aspect beyond the existence of what we are in the 3D physical that is observing literally everything. So even if there's all this negative going on, that's being observed too. Okay? Karma's real. All this stuff of energy and karma and everything that people talk about, it's all very real to me. It doesn't have to be real to you. Understandable. I'm just saying, to me. Always my perception. Sorry, I had a little, someone's on the mic right there. I love you guys. Hey, I don't even know if this is even gonna make sense, but I freestyle these, dude. When I feel like I gotta say something, I say something, and I'm posting this one. I love you guys.